Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's good, beautiful people? Oh, hold on. Let me do something. Because my diamonds keep dancing, but I really want to make them dance. I'll be an asshole and do that. That's how your favorite rappers make all their shit super shiny. But my shit never bangs on the camera like that. It's frustrating. It's pretty, all right? What's going on, beautiful people? How y'all doing? It's Friday. We ain't got no job. They about to close down the whole country again. Kids is getting COVID now. Bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah. it's like it's the light for me. Whatever the fuck that means. Oh damn, I ain't supposed to cuss. What's going on, beautiful people? My name's Kasabian Lavoe, and welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show, where we're live from Las Vegas. I'm back in the city. It feels good to be home. It feels real good to be home. I don't think that. Oh, is that what the problem is? That might be. Either way, we shall see. What's going on, beautiful people? Y'all good? All right, let's get into it today. It's actually a very interesting show, and I'm excited because there wasn't much going on. I mean, we're witnessing the disaster overseas. If this is your first time watching, like and subscribe. Trust me, we're gonna have a good time. I hope. I hope. Internet service has been real bad all week due to whatever's going on here in town. Our air quality's trash. We'll talk about that briefly. And it's the OnlyFans episode, so we're running a fan in the back because it's mad humid this afternoon. But we'll get into that. Remember, if this is your first time watching, we record for the podcast, so it's like 2 shows in one and a BTS. So it's 3 shows. It's a variety infotainment show. Stick around. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. Meek Mill is not good at being street, and he for sure don't know how to swim. That boy better hope he never has to fight nobody in the water, because that dive is trash, homie. You can't listen to the music on YouTube or Twitch, but head over to Apple Podcasts and you can hear all the music over there. This week we'll listen to Exhibit. I ain't even gonna tell you the song. This is cold though. To you and yours. To the Z Exhibit. X. Like Walter Cronkite. You just think, oh, this is my bad. I ain't even had one. I ain't. Enjoying the festivities. Lockdown facilities. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe wine. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show, live from Las Vegas. Oh, they're going crazy. That should be too loud. I don't even be playing with that. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. We live from Las Vegas. The camera's at like a weird angle right now, and for some reason, when I move the mic, it keeps focusing on the mic. We got to fix that. I don't know what steps we have to take to fix that, but we shall, and those steps will be taken. You feel me? And we might move it. We're going to move a couple things around here. What's going on? It's Friday. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. Our radio show is coming. It's coming. That'll be something. I want to say this Saturday, but there's a couple things that I got to figure out. Like, I got the license, and now it's just a matter of where we're going to put it. And I think most likely Spotify and just Anchor. But we'll see. And we'll have special curated playlists. The majority will be me picking the music and then talking in between. So it'll be like a radio show. It's dope. I'm super excited. It's going to be a morning show. It'll be on Saturdays once a week. Nothing crazy. It won't be live, but we will have dope ass music. And let's just have a vibe. Like I'm gonna have my kids put me on to some new music. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope. I want to have, I'll have a couple people. We're going to switch it up. We're going to have Spanish music, English music. There's all types of music. But yes, Riding with Kasabian starts next weekend. We might even do a beta test this weekend. So August 21st, if you're listening and you're not watching or whatever, August 21st, Saturday morning, just go check the pod link. You know, just hit klavoe.com. It'll be over there, Klavoe. It'll be also on our Anchor page and Spotify. I'm not sure if I can get it passed through Apple. I hate pocket dials. Can I tell you why? My son pocket dialed me and it scared the shit out of me. Now, I have this weird mind. Before we get into that, today's episode, we're going to be talking about Biden canceling student loan debt for severely disabled Americans, the fresh and fit beef, and that whole fake alpha machismo shit that's been going on YouTube that I think is pretty dope. Like, I find it hilarious. OnlyFans. We just joined. Why are they doing this to me? Volvo has a very dope car subscription, and I think you want to know what it's about. Also, Tesla's building a robot. And it's a person. You can't leave Elon Musk alone. The dude is not well. He's not well. You should never let that guy just think. He's too good at thinking. He built a fucking 5'8" robot. It's crazy. We'll talk about it. Today's show is brought to you by the letters F for fancy sauce. So full of shit. Where was I? Aha. I'm going to get to our sponsors real fast. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. That's the wrong one. Nope. Where is the... Yo, head over to hemper.co. Use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout. And I'm sorry, because we were supposed to update it, and I got 3 different files in front of me, and I did not change it. But head over to Hemper. This month's box is the duck box. I showed the piece last week, and I kind of did an unboxing, but it wasn't too good. I always open it soon. But head over to Hemper and check out what they got. It's $40 a month. You can't beat it. You get a dope little rig every month. You get a bunch of accessories and stuff. The value is at about $120, and you only pay $40. Use Kasabian Lavoe at checkout. Save you some money today. Let them know that Lavoe sent you. Also, head over to Popple. Popple is a digital business card. I have them on my phones. I use them often. I recommend them to everyone that I speak to. If you are an entrepreneur and you have to get your information to your clients, Popple is pretty much one of the most solid ways to get it out there. In a post-corona world, you really don't want to be handing out business cards because I really don't think anybody wants your nasty germs right now, and like the whole Delta thing is going on. So just avoid being a dirty Dan and just use Popple and get popped. Pop somebody sometime. In a post-corona world, you really don't want to be handing out germs. Be nice. So, I hate pocket dialing. Now, I know I might be weird for hating pocket dialing. Also, head over to klavoe.com. I haven't said my website in so long because it's all over the little clips that we've been using. But head over to klavoe.com. Let them know Kasabian sent you. You dig? I am Kasabian. Why am I telling you that I sent you to my website? You see, this episode is going to be one of those episodes. My son pocket dialed me and like hung up real fast. It was like, and I'm like, oh shit, my baby. No, give me back my baby. I know you might think I'm crazy for thinking that. And that's fine. You can think that. But I was reading a story, and where I'm from, if the phone goes off like that, it may be kidnapping. I don't know. That's just how my brain is. I'm sorry. But over the weekend, there was a bartender that was very popular in the city. I won't really get too deep into it, but basically she was very popular. And her boyfriend picked her up, and she got kidnapped out of his car and murdered. Just like that. Pocket dialing scares the shit out of me. That's just where my brain goes. I know, I'm sick, but that's how it is. Okay. Biden is canceling student loans for people that have disabilities. Now, it sounds great, and this administration is going to keep on doing things to make you think that they're helping people because they care. One thing I've decided, the deeper I get into politics, is to stop comparing presidents to each other and what they did. Obama was a very well speaker and a good person, but you have to look at the landscape of it all. Unfortunately, he wasn't a good president. He was a good person, right? I don't think he meant any malice by any of the laws that he passed, but unfortunately, they caused a lot of detriment and a lot of problems to this country, as have the Bushes and many presidents before, including our president right now at the moment, President Biden. and Trump. Some people didn't agree with everything Trump did, and that's fine. Now, the idea of just erasing student debt at one point made sense. The reason why it stopped making sense was that student loans got backed by the government. And that's an issue because when the government backs it, you can't BK it, right? It started off with Bush Sr., the first Bush. I think he was 43, right? I'm not really sure what president he was. But George H. Bush first put in, it was a rough draft for the Higher Education Act of 1965, and they were trying to, it was a 1992 Reauthorization Act of the Higher Education Act of 1965. So they wanted to help out women and minorities. They always balled us up, and they never really paid attention to what we needed. But nonetheless, they were trying to do good, and this is great. We want people to go to school. There's no point in having a country full of idiots. So Bill Clinton set it in phase, and during the omnibus budget, ooh, that was a big word, Reconciliation Act of 1993. Look at me using all types of syllables and shit. I'm not as dumb as I look. That was in 1994, and it passed legislation preventing the switch from 100% direct lending. So at one point, the government covered everything. Then at one point, they didn't cover everything. If you didn't qualify for a regular loan from a bank, you could go to the government and get a loan from the bank or from the government. The problem with those government loans is that, one, they're way too high, and they should come with way more stipulations and rules because the government doesn't make any money. Let's get that clear. I've said this before, and I'm going to keep on saying it until you understand. The government doesn't have a store. The government doesn't have a merch fucking line. The government doesn't sell music. The government doesn't have no products. The money that the government hands out, they took from you and your taxes and gave it to somebody else. That's the gist of it. It doesn't really, there's no up, down, side to side. The government doesn't make money. The money that they're handing out is our money. So if you're going to hand out my money to educate people, it better be for an education that's going to be productive to society, not some stupid ass shit that doesn't do anything. They're charging you at a high premium for probably the most mediocre education that you can get. Now, let's keep going. So Obama, this is what pissed me off about him with this. He was able to tie in student loans into Obamacare, which didn't make any sense to me. But he organized all new loans under the direct loan program by July 2010, which switched to 100% direct lending effective July 1st, 2010, and that was enacted with the Health Care Act. What the fuck does that have to do with health? Do you understand that people are borrowing obscene amounts of money to go to these fucking schools that aren't teaching anything but feelings, and you cannot get a job with feelings? You can't. Our kids are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to come out of school to get a job that they can't get because it's looking for 7 years experience. It's looking for you knowing somebody. It's looking for things that are just not even obtainable. 99% of jobs, you can really learn on the job and get a better feel. You know, a lot of chefs will tell you, you should always go to a school that's more of a hands-on school, a trade school, or learn on the job. Like, they love the learning on the job style. To them, they said the breakdown was if you learn on the job when you're in culinary, you make money first instead of spending it in school, so it's kind of more beneficial. Well, yeah, that makes total sense. Why don't we do that with everything? You see, it's just the system is so fucked up that it doesn't make any sense. Now, when you use the government to back the loan, the government won't BK you because you got to pay that shit back, and you're fucking us in a way that we can't even explain because we're at 1.8 trillion in debt. It's not that bad, right? Just 1 trillion, which is like 100 million thousand billions or 100,000 billion. Whatever the fuck. How many zeros is that? I didn't go to school to figure that out. I got an MBA. I still don't even know what the fuck that means. Either way, these laws don't make any sense. You shouldn't back any education that isn't productive. When you want to go get a job, when you want to get an education, it should be job-based. I think going to school should be job-based, period. I don't see any other reason to go to school. If you want to make friends, go to fucking Walmart. School is to get a job. I don't know where school became this place where you learn about your fucking feelings and who you are and all this other shit. And that's cool. Do that shit at home with your parents. When you go to school, it's to get a job. Your feelings don't matter when you have a job and you're productive. Stay busy. See, you go to school and get a degree for $120,000, right? That's cool. You get out, you can't find a job. The best you can do is minimum wage. You take anything. You're not even in the field you went to school for. Why? I went to school for 3D animation. It so happened that China had bought Disney around that time and basically turned animators into minimum wage jobs, $9 an hour. Ruined my whole trajectory of my future. Things happen, so you must be prepared. Unfortunately, if the government is backing it, they're going to give you all the money at a high-ass rate and you never learn shit. Now, let's get to the subject at hand. If Biden is canceling loans for disabled people, this is the stupidest shit that I ever heard of. Because this is basically Peter, Robin, Paul, right? Who pays disability checks? The government. Who's funding these student loans? The government. Now, I don't know how the disability happened, and that's what makes this wishy-washy, right? Was it prior? Was it after? Whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. We take care of our people here. So if you are a disabled American and you already are getting subsidized income because you can't work, how the fuck are we going to dock that pay that we're giving you to pay a loan that we gave you? What? Do you see how stupid that is? If you're disabled, you can't make money. How are you going to pay back a loan that we funded? If I give you money and you die, I'm broke now, bro. My money don't come back. I can't give my kids $100 and say, pay me back with the allowance I give you. That's stupid as shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? This means nothing. Biden is an ass, bro. He literally got away with doing nothing. This isn't a thing. Oh, let me stop the student loans from disabled Americans that can't get jobs. How embarrassing is that? How about we start doing things that are more productive, like funding real education? You know, everybody cries about reparations and shit. These white folks don't want to fork over the money, and you don't want to devalue money that way anyway. What you want is an education so that you can create your own way. That's what we need. The educational system's the problem. Who the fuck wants a country full of idiots? Obviously, the government that works for us does. And if we taught everybody well, then they would understand that they work for us. You see, because in this country, our rights come from God or whatever the leader is up in the sky, right? The government doesn't control us as in other countries. Like in other countries, you have to ask your government for things. Not here. Our Second Amendment means that we get a gun. You don't give us the permission. No. We have the right to bear arms. Not you give us the right. No. The forefathers made sure that they protected the people. That's why they left Europe. That's why when people say, oh, we got to be more like Europe. No, the fuck we don't. This is not a monoculture. This is a multiculture. We have so many things going on in this country, and it's amazing that we've maintained the peace the way that we have. But shit like this is so stupid because it causes divide. There's people out there that have been paying their fucking loans for 15, 20 years, right? In debt, can't get a house. They're on child support. Who knows what the case may be? There's no relief because the government backing the loan makes the loan useless and invalid. No bank is going to be able to make any money off of you. You shouldn't have took that loan. You shouldn't get that education. Somebody needs to sit down and reevaluate what education really means. If whatever your school teaches doesn't make money, you shouldn't teach it. Teach that shit as a fucking elective. I'm all for you taking your money and going to learn trees and shit. Because all you motherfuckers that went to school for psychology, for the study of, or the art of, or some type of fucking, just whatever dumb shit you did that wasn't productive. Now look at you. You work at fucking Macy's or something. And my nose is running because I got allergies. My bad. I look like I'm fucking snorting cocaine. I don't do drogas. I just smoke weed. I've had a huge problem with that because honestly, college has always been a pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really get an education. Most millionaires that I know got it out the street. Most millionaires I know got it on the job. They learn, they hustle, they grind up. Leadership like this is pathetic. You know, Biden's done this since the beginning. Oh, I got the solution for COVID. No, you don't. No, you don't. He didn't. He lied. Vote for me and I'll fix everything. That's what they say. I'm going to get rid of student loan debt for disabled people. Well, how dare you charge disabled people? How egregious is it that you sat there and you charged disabled people who can't work and maintain and take care of themselves? American citizens. Not only American citizens, there's Army vets that are dealing with the same shit. How dare you charge an Army vet for his schooling or her schooling or their schooling? Whoever's fucking schooling. If you serve for this country, you shouldn't have to pay for no shit like that. Are you crazy? You fought for our freedom. Like, you can't keep dangling the carrot in front of people's faces because this shit is pandering and it's just pathetic. So, just to recap, the government was backing student loans to help minorities and to help women, but it hasn't. It doesn't do anything. Yes, I can't say it doesn't do anything. Let me not say that because that's wrong. Yes, it has helped a lot of people. Just the system is very flawed and it doesn't make any sense. And you shouldn't pay a high premium for lower education. You're not making more money if you go to college. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That's not true. You will make more money if you come up. If you're mentored and you learn business, you can do very well for yourself. I mean, basic marketing and a good business class, and I think you'll be all right. Honestly, it's all about competition because you can go hug trees all you want. Let me know how much trees pay you to hug on them. So Biden did nothing because you can't cancel something that you're charging somebody and pay somebody at the same time. That's why it's fucking crazy. Like, you're telling me I'm supposed to deduct out of the money you gave me to pay you back? What the fuck are we talking about, bro? Yo. All right. I spend a lot of time on YouTube. You know, I'm a podcaster. These are the things that we do. And there's always random beefs with certain channels when they get big. These guys get millions of followers and they start to cross streams and shit. And, you know, that's not it's not the easiest to maintain friendships in competitive spaces. But nonetheless, I don't see competition in that way. I think there's plenty of money to be made. And you never saw people on TV beefing like that, at least not in public, right? Like, we always bring hip hop to everywhere else. Can we keep the beef out of this shit? Because you already deal with it. You know, you got Budden and Charlemagne always going at it. I mean, there's a bunch of guys, but this particular one was kind of funny, right? So the Fresh and Fit podcast is these two dudes that basically talk to sex workers and belittle them and pretend to be these huge alpha males with big ass nuts. And they think that they're telling men how to be real men. Now, let me tell you something. My grandfather told me one thing. You never take money advice from a broke motherfucker. I ain't gonna take no advice from two bum-ass motherfuckers sitting at a table talking to sex workers. These women already don't even fuck with them, and they only want it for the clout. You can't bro, you single for a reason. Y'all not married. Y'all don't got kids. Y'all don't got shit. Y'all bums, bro. Y'all ain't built nothing with y'all girls. Y'all just sit there and talk, and it sounds good. Oh, I want to be able to have a woman that sits up in the house and just cleans all day and cooks because I'm going to provide for her. Hey, my boy, that shit takes a lot more than just provide for her. There's a lot to it. You're influencing these young boys, and the shit sounds good. And although you do make good points, or y'all make good points, it doesn't really fucking correlate or translate to what's going on out here. The women that are out in the world right now are a lot different. The men that are in the world right now need a lot of guidance. You cannot judge. I guess you can't take guidance from somebody that's not using it. Like, the dude's full of shit. The dude got caught on a Sugar Baby app. So basically, he's telling chicks he's going to pay them. And then he came out and he was like, no, I finesse him. I don't even give him no money. I just fuck him and let him bounce. Why you on a website? If you just want to hit some go get you a girl. Anyway, them boys got into their feelings and they started talking crazy to Alban Preach. And they have a similar show where they talk about, listen, we have lost our way. I don't believe in gender roles. I never have. A family's a family. That's why it bothers me when they bring up same sex and then they have to fucking force feed you the fucking. Like, a mom and mom is a family. A dad and dad is a family. Just the dad, just the mom, just the they, just the there, just the it. Still a family. Like, no matter how, like, that's just how you look at things, right? Me, at least. But in, like, I don't know, for the past 5 years, there's been this whole, like, circle of just dudes that give unabashed male, I guess. Is it a criticism thing? Is it like, it's not real advice. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it's advice. To me, it's more just like commonsensical things that might be a little comical at the moment. Meaning certain things like stay your ass in the kitchen because I'm working and making money. There's certain ways how to come across. Okay, let me give a great example. We started watching Martin because we got BET Plus because of Miss Pat. Go watch the Miss Pat show. Make sure Miss Pat gets a second season. BET Plus, y'all better give Miss Pat a second season and put her Puerto Rican nephew on. Miss Pat, if you watching this, we want you to get a second season. That show was amazing. My family, from my 3-year-old all the way to all of us in the house was laughing. You are hilarious, and we love you in this home. The Empire family stands with you, and we want you to get 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons. That shit was amazing. Anyway, we got BET Plus. We're watching Martin. If you watch Martin today, his insecurities, the way that he moved, the things that he did blew me away because I said, oh shit, I was raised by Martin. Like I never realized the shit that Martin was saying and doing had influenced me so much, right? These guys, they say big shit and it sounds good. I ain't gonna lie, Abba and Preach, honestly, I like them. I believe they're foreigners. I think he's on the island. I mean, they're good dudes, and they give solid advice. Now, they don't pretend to be these big old macho, none of that. But when the Fresh and Fit dudes came at him, he said, hey, yo, we can catch the fade, bro. You talk about my wife, we can catch the fade. Fuck all the talking. I'm going to be up there in the States. I'm going to come see you. And we going to do this. We're just going to throw these hands and we'll see what's up. That's man shit. The other guy went off and started tweeting, got exposed, started tucking his tail. When people talking like mantras and like short, like, oh, when you can't see the waves, you see who's swimming naked and what goes up must come down. They're usually fucking idiots, bro. Like, I don't give a shit. That shit don't impress me at all. Motherfuckers be sitting there talking to you in these small quotes and shit. Dumb as shit. Where this whole genre of entertainment came from, I'll never know. Never understand it. But I can say that watching them beef helped me understand myself a little better, right? Like, because I started looking at the whole Martin thing and I was like, oh shit, Martin is the reason why I act certain ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really got me. I was like, oh, this is interesting to watch. It's almost like a case study. And then watching these guys, you can tell who didn't have a daddy. You know what I'm saying? But for those that are watching, yeah, Fresh and Fit got tossed the fuck up. They lost over 30,000 followers due to this bullshit beef. And then they started running like pussies and crying to their fans. Yo, we sorry, we ain't gonna beef no more, y'all. Hey, man, this ain't for everybody, bro. Shout out to Alvin and Preach, though. They did a great job. They exposed them and they held their ground. OnlyFans is getting rid of porn. The only reason I went to OnlyFans is because I don't like how Patreon was operating. I don't like the interface. I don't feel like it runs as smooth as I like it to. Yeah, it works. I mean, it all works. The paywall's a paywall. That was it. My issue is I need a paywall that is more simplistic, quick to access and use, and it doesn't have a negative connotation like OnlyFans. And honestly, OnlyFans is known for buttholes. That's it. We just got buttholes. So we were hearing her whispers for a long time, but we pulled the trigger because I heard it was going to be by the end of the year. So I figured, well, let's get on there, do some crazy shit, and then we'll take it from there. I don't know if that was a bad idea. We'll see. We have to really reevaluate what they're going to do because now we have to see the trend, right? Are people going to stay on OnlyFans? Are people going to leave on OnlyFans? Although we have a podcast with exclusive content on OnlyFans, do you want that bill? That's where we're at. I don't like the interface of Patreon. The idea of uploading videos to one place and putting sound on I don't like that. If OnlyFans doesn't work out or doesn't pan out, then we'll be off of there soon. I'm not going to charge nobody. I don't want to charge anybody on that shit anyway. So we'll see if Patreon will be the way. But look, when they made Joe Budden the equity creator of Specialty Forces or whatever the fuck they said he was, I was really off of Patreon because I realized that dude didn't do. The dude that owns Patreon was like, iffy. But yes, OnlyFans is getting rid of pornography because they're trying to get a bigger investment behind them, and they weren't necessarily made for that. And they're not saying that you can't show nudity. They're just saying you can't fuck on tape, which is fine. OnlyFans is a European company. I can't believe they got away with half the shit they got away with. Let's see what happens with OnlyFans. I hope y'all diversified y'all portfolios, and I hope you didn't live above your means because a lot of you live a very, very fake fucking life. And I am so sorry for you and your shit life. But I'll buy all your Bentayga, your Fendi, your Gucci, because, bitch, y'all about to be broke. Hey, what do you think is supposed to happen after you get ran through for 2 years? Oh, never mind. So Volvo, this is pretty amazing. You pay for Apple TV, Apple Music. You pay for whatever subscription you have on TV. Well, now Volvo is actually offering a car subscription. And it's pretty dope, right? So they put you in a new car. And you basically pay a flat fee that will cover insurance, maintenance, and a car. About $750. Not bad. So you get the car after 4 to 5 months, you can go take it back and swap it. I mean, that sounds amazing, right? Now, there's a lot of things that are going to come in between. There's going to be credit. There's going to be, I'm sure they're going to have some type of insurance on you. I don't really, unless they're going to do it like fleet cars. I think this is interesting. This might be something that I would look into because I switch cars a lot. I keep a few, but I'm in and out of cars about 7 to 8 months. year, like maybe a year at the long end. So this is dope. I like the idea of a subscription. Volvo is a big company. There was another company that was trying to do it. I mean, this isn't new. I just found it interesting because I've been looking into Toro, and I was talking about it last time. I want to get like 4 or 5 exotic cars and throw them on there, at least electric cars, higher end cars, and just throw them on there and watch them make money. And if Volvo's doing this, what would stop Chevy and Dodge and all these other companies? Well, Dodge is dying, but what would stop a Chevy or Mercedes or Rolls Royce from doing something like this where this is better than a lease because they're telling you we're going to maintain it. So, I mean, it's an investment for themselves as well. This is pretty dope. I want to know where this goes. It's very, very interesting. And Elon. Elon. Why would y'all leave him alone? He's a mad genius. He's invented a humanoid robot that's about 5'9", what did they say, 5'8", 5'9", 125 pounds, squats 150 pounds, can hold 45 pounds. Why? I'm only 5'6". With boots on, I'm like 5'7 and a half, 5'8". Why would you do this to me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm terrified, bro. So this came from Vice. Late night Thursday, Tesla CEO Elon Musk added a new moonshot project to his ever-growing list: a humanoid robot with a prototype by next year. He's a dreamer. He don't stop. Like it just keeps going. But he does it. He says he's gonna do it, and he does it. That's what makes it dope. Announced at a presentation at Tesla Fremont, California factory, Musk failed to offer a working robot or even a substantial presentation explaining how it would get there. Instead, a human dressed vaguely machine-like bodysuit appeared. What the fuck word is that? Pantomimic? I can't even figure that out. Pantomime, a machine's movement. Oh, why didn't you say it did the fucking robot? Stop using stupid words I can't use my mouth. Machines' movements before breaking into dance on stage. Not a robot dancing like in the 1920s, but more like to Skrillex. And yo, this shit looks stupid, bro. Some dummy just standing there. Now, I kind of got mad because like the whole upper body, it's like a glass unit, and I'm like, how do we stop that thing? Like, I don't want to punch glass. Can we do something to fix that? So, and here's a quote from Elon, because it gets better. This scares the shit out of me. Like, I'm terrified right now. I'm laughing and smiling, but it's like, what else is he going to fucking come up with? He made rockets land. Like, this he's incredibly genius. It's intended to be friendly, of course, and navigate through the world of humans and eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks. Musk, wait. Yo, Elon's the enemy. He's making your replacements. What do you mean boring jobs? My kids hate cleaning. You ain't gonna fucking clean for them. Musk told attendees of the planned robot, the CEO also warned that the prototype probably won't work. Judging by Musk's previous promises and predictions, it might not exist at all. So, Elon is known for just talking shit, shooting it out there. Similar to me, talking shit, getting it out there. If it works, it works. If it don't, fuck it, we scrap it, we keep pushing. Now, am I scared of these robots? Yeah. But there's certain jobs where it'd be nice to see robots, and his intention was for the Boring Company. So the idea of having humanoid robots digging holes and stuff and kind of, just doing the repetitive, not a bad thing. Again, go to school for coding. You want to stop spending your fucking money and not getting a good education? Go learn coding. Go learn how to work on these robots. It doesn't take much. Hey, even if you're disabled to like a wheelchair where you can't move well, coding is something that you could do. It's learnable by everyone, and it's so powerful because the pay is incredible. So this can definitely change your life and your whole family's life. This is the one time in history when I can say we have an opportunity to equal the playing field, but we have to get to it. You have to. That's why these student loan things drive me crazy. Go to vocational schools. Stop wasting your money on all these dumbass pieces of paper that don't mean anything. Get you a job that's going to pay you well. Have I been leaning the whole time? I feel like I have been. And it's because the fucking microphone was making the camera focus on it and not me. Maybe if I move it back. Am I out of focus? I feel like I'm out of focus. I'm sorry. It's Friday. It feels like Friday. I feel like I'm not here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we had a good show. If you were wondering how the post show goes, yeah, that's about it. I just go, well, that was kind of good. Nah, just fuck off. That's it. That was today's show. Like and subscribe. You guys got any comments, please leave them below. My name is Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Wait, let me look in the camera. I'm going to go play video games with my friends, and I'm sorry for stuttering. My name is Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. One.